to the ITSM Practice Podcast.
Welcome to the ITSM Practice Podcast. I'm Luigi Ferri. Let me start somewhere very concrete. Imagine a coach who is judged on match result, but does not choose the players, does not define the training plan, and is told that the strategy must be approved by 3 committees after the game. Why would not call that leadership? We would call it hypocrisy. And yet, this is exactly how many service owners are positioned today. Accountable for outcomes, responsible for risk, publicly visible when things go wrong, but structurally not empowered to shape the system that produces those outcomes. ITIL 5 enters precisely here. Not to comfort you, but to remove the ambiguity. Let's name the paradox honestly. As a service owner, you are asked to guarantee continuity, balance security and delivery, absorb operational risk, and explain failures upward. But when it comes to real authority, security policies are set elsewhere. Delivery pressure comes from product leadership. Architectural constraints are inherited, and automation decisions are already live when you see them. So, when something breaks, the question is always the same. Why didn't you prevent this? And the honest answer is uncomfortable, because I was accountable after the fact, not before the decision. This is not a personal failure, it is a structural design flaw. Now here is the hypocrisy clearer than in security versus delivery. You are told, security must never block the business. Delivery must be fast. Risk must be controlled. All at the same time. But look closely. Security defines non-negotiable constraints. Delivery defines deadlines. You define explanations. When an incident happens, suddenly, security asks why controls were bypassed. Delivery asks why velocity slowed. Leadership asks why risk was not managed. And the service owner stands alone in the middle, holding accountability without authority. ITIL 5 does not pretend this is sustainable. Here is the key shift, and listen carefully. In ITIL 5, accountability does not begin at incident response, at SLA breach, or at post-mortems. It begins before operation, before security policies are encoded into pipelines. Delivery trade-offs are frozen into roadmaps. Automation executes decisions at scale. In sport terms, you are not accountable only for how the match is played. You are accountable for the team selection and the gameplay. And if you were never part of those decisions, the accountability is a fiction. Many organizations try to solve this with escalations. If there is a conflict, escalate. If security and delivery disagree, escalate. This sounds reasonable. It is also weak leadership design. Escalation means decisions are deferred, responsibility is diluted, and learning is postponed until failure. Great teams do not escalate every play to the board. They operate within clear decision boundaries. ITIL 5 makes this explicit. Governance is not an emergency brake. is the definition of the playing field. This is where ITIL 5 becomes uncomfortable and useful. If you are truly accountable, you must demand clarity on three things: decision rights. Which security delivery trade-offs are yours to make? Risk appetite. What level of risk is acceptable before the system runs? Non-negotiable constraints. Which rules are fixed and which are contextual? Without this, you are not leading a service. You are absorbing organizational tension. And ITIL 5 quietly says that is no longer acceptable. There is a dangerous myth in ITSM that carrying responsibility without power is a sign of maturity. It is not. It is a sign of poor system design. In elite sports, no serious organization would judge a coach on results while denying them influence on the squad. Yet, in service management, we normalize it. ITIL 5 breaks this normalization, not with slogans, with structure. If accountability exists, authority must be designed upstream or reassigned. So, here is the real question this episode leaves you with. If you are a service owner, are you truly leading the system? Or are you managing the consequences of decisions made elsewhere? And if the answer is uncomfortable, don't internalize it. Challenge it. Ask, where does accountability actually start? Who decides before automation decides? Why am I accountable for choices I was never allowed to shape? ITIL 5 does not give you permission to complain. It gives you language to confront structural hypocrisy. Use it. Because leadership is not measured by how well you explain failure, but by whether the system was designed to succeed. Thank you for listening. I'm Luigi Ferri, and this was the ITSM Practice Podcast. Arrivederci.